There we go, yeah. Sometimes, like, whenever OBS or OBS Studio, like when the media source gets disconnected for a moment on my end, it'll just not preset the sound, even preset the video.
At least I got one thing to work.
Yeah, AX Cup. I think the levels are designed with the F-Zero AX, the arcade cabinet in mind, with like the steering wheel steering. They feel a lot different in their level design. Getting the AX world records is still... I guess if you're going to play it in AX with the T-drifting, it'd be a little different, but the records in GX, some of them are pretty strong. I have not played Red Out, but I've heard of it. There's a lot of MTS in the shift boost you can get on Meteor Stream. Like the one on the last turn isn't too difficult, but some of the others are like really, really hard.
Well.
Oh, dang. That would have been like a 110 something.
Yeah.
That would have been a pretty decent time. Alright, there we go. My internet like shit out for a second, so the first half of lap 2, I think it just stuttered through.
Splice.
The rest of it, though, we saw. Cylinder Wave. This is another kind of like Port Town, where it just feels different than a lot of other tracks. It requires kind of like a unique skill set to be really good at.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's also the shift boost there is pretty consistent, but like whatever happens after it, you have very little control over. It's like the angle. It's really hyper dependent on the angle. Oh yeah, I know with I think this level and Cylinder Nut, the space flying for it is like really weird. The way the checkpoints are set up is different than like any other tracks. All right, Thunder Road and Spiral. These are Thunder Road. Like might be what my favorite level, par with like multiplex. There's a lot of cool tricks in it. MTS into shift boost and just cool turns and twists. During the whole section with the refiller, you can get a shift boost on like any of the tops of any of those hills if you just MTS at it. It's like getting one isn't too hard, but getting it consistently takes a bit of practice. Ooh. Yeah, there's quite a few shift boosts you can get in that last section. But since it's like covered in hills and shit, it makes it hard to navigate because you're like floating in between the tracks. That was a sub 240. Yeah. Spiral is the longest track in the game, and it's got a lot of pretty big jumps, odd-looking dives to it, as well as combinations that are like tube sections, cylinder sections. Lap 1, like the better you get at it with MTS chaining, lap 1 kind of gets really difficult, because chaining the whole way through lap 1 is ideal, but it's really weird the way the ground is shaped in some sections.
Oh my god!
Oh, I thought you had it in the box there. So you can skip the first helix by jumping. I think you need to go a little more to the right in the air. The checkpoints in this game are weird. I know Yoshi Fan is currently like planning on. He's been looking into them and is planning on doing some videos on it. Because they're honestly really confusing. Because to me, I thought he had that. But that's GX.
Yeah, it stayed a little too well. Stupid.
It's also possible to get that shortcut on lap 1, but it's like stupid hard. I've only done it like once, and that was pretty much all by luck. There we go. So yeah, I suspect that part of getting that successfully is one, going really, really fast, and also in the air you need to like move a little more to the right once you like leave the ground. I don't know how far, but it seems to be the requirement. Alright, and one more track left, Sonic Oval. Sonic Oval is much simpler than Spiral. It's got a stupid suicide finish to it, but if SuperSANIC goes for that, he's stupid. Because it's basically random. It's absurdly precise.
I don't even know how to do it anyway, so even I want to.
It's honestly not even. It's not really worth it even in IL. Just because you save like 1 second tops. But yeah, it's gonna be lap 1, a lot of MTS chaining, and then lap 2, just clean boosting with MTSs. Pretty much the entirety of lap 1 gets MTS chaining. Just all to the left.
Okay.
Alright, that's 1:17:17 with some pauses in between because the internet fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, I do want to go back and see if I can get undulation.
Sure.
At least first try.
Undulation. Forgot about that.
I have a secret weapon for this try.
Oh, slap. You gonna do it snaking? Oh, hard banger.
Yep.
So, some custom vehicles in this game, you just like, there's 3 parts, the cockpit, the booster, and the body. And some of them have custom names, and the heaviest one, if you take the heaviest parts for all 3 of those, you get hard banger, which, it's as good as it sounds. And as bad as it sounds.
So it's actually not too bad on this level. Since its high weight makes it
shift boost, I think the biggest factors for how good a vehicle is at shift boost is its weight and acceleration. And Hardbinger's acceleration is okay-ish, but its weight is like the heaviest in the game. So it's surprisingly good.
Alright, screw it. Undulation is too mature. So I guess A ride is next.
Yes.
So I can just